Pakistan's powerful intelligence service, the ISI, and at one time, he worked closely with the CIA. It's clear he has an inside connection into Pakistan intelligence that few have. And when a short time ago, what General Hamid Gul told me, what he apparently believes about us, totally shocked me. Take a listen. General, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
So let me ask this very first question. Do you believe that Osama bin Laden was killed just a few days ago by the United States raid in Abbottabad?
I believe so, but there are stories. People don't tend to believe this. But I think the third wife of Osama bin Laden has given her version, and she says that it was bin Laden, no doubt.
But I'm asking what you specifically believe, because I saw a quotation from you in which you said that you believed bin Laden had died several years ago. So I'm just trying to determine what you individually at issue.
Yes, I think he died. He perished some years ago, and I think this was a story which was created. And I think this was because they themselves are saying, I mean, their versions, nobody would want to believe these versions. Initially they said that he fought back and there was a firefight. President Obama himself said that in his initial statement. And now they say that he had no weapons, he didn't do any of those things. Then ISI says that he was living there for last 5 years. So, and they said that we have informed the CIA and the American partners in 2009 about it. So there are so many versions floating around. As far as I think he had, even if he's not killed or if he didn't die a natural death, I think it was totally irrelevant to the operations of Al-Qaeda, and I think it was quite futile to have gone and killed him. But I still doubt the story which was given out by the American media and by the American administration.
All right. So you believe he died a few years ago in the United States?
Yeah, I don't think he was there. I think it was probably somebody else.
Okay.
Why did they not take him alive?
Why would the United States government fabricate this entire story, in your view?
Well, they must have known that he had died some years ago, so they were waiting, they were keeping the story on the ice, and they were looking for an appropriate moment, and it couldn't be a better moment, because President Obama had to fire off his first salvo in his next year's election, a rerun for the presidential, for the White House. And I think this is a very appropriate time to come out, bring this out of the closet. At the moment, people simply, not in Pakistan alone, but around the world, people don't believe the stories that have been put out.
General, let me interrupt for one moment. I want to ask specifically about the compound in Abbottabad. Do you believe that Pakistan intelligence knew who was living there?
Well, this is a huge intelligence failure. I can't definitely say whether they knew or not. So I have no idea. But the fact is that there is an intelligence failure. I mean, I cannot say whether it was a deliberate hiding or it was an intelligence failure. But my hunch is, my experience tells me that he was very smart, finding a place to hide which was to be least suspected, because he was in a military town and very close to a very important military establishment. And this was a smart move on his part, cut off all linkages with the rest of the world, because no telephone connections have been found there, no internet connections. Therefore, he was able to probably hide out for so long.
General, here's my last question. Did the ISI feed information to bin Laden and Al-Qaeda to protect him, yes or no, sir?
How could I know that? It's very wrong to assume that I knew about it. No, it's very wrong. No, not at all.
So you
I
can't
don't
even
know
deny
nothing
it.
about the operations of the ISI. I maintain no context. After my retirement, after I left them in 1989, I have never once visited the ISI office.
All right, General, we're going to lose our satellite link. I thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk in the future. And I look forward to sharing some thoughts with you.
Okay, thank you very much. Nice talking to you.